welcome back to Love and Romance Tarot Readings. I'm excited for today's pick a card. Today we're tapping into your next romantic connection. We're going to see who and what is next in love. What are their intentions? Where will things go? What is coming up in love for you? That is our topic today. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you would like your own private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. Other than that, you can pause the video if you need more time with the piles. You can always pick more than one pile as well for all of my readings. For group one, we have the yellow geode, and we'll be using the Tarot Illuminati. For group two, we have the purple geode, and we'll be using the Last Unicorn Tarot. For group three, we have the white geode, and we'll be using the 78 Doors Tarot. And for group four, we have the orange geode, and we'll be using Alice in Luna's Tarot for group four. So go ahead, pause the video if you need more time to decide, and we're just going to jump right into it. Alright, if you chose group one with the yellow geode and the Tarot Illuminati, this is your reading, tapping in to see your next romantic connection. Who and what is coming towards you in love? What will be their intentions? Where will it go? We shall see. Spirit, for group one with the yellow geode, please show us who and what is next in love for group one. Show us their next romantic connection. What is going on in the near future for group one? Okay, first card out, we have Clown here. A lot of people trying to perform for you, group one. I feel like a lot of people want to be good enough for you as well, I'm hearing. We have Clown in dreams. So you have a strong pull on people to the point where it makes people perform, but also people feel a bit embarrassed in your energy. They may feel like they have a hard time matching your energy. They may feel like they want to be more authentic with you. They may feel like they want to change for you as well. We got a lot of kind of people-pleasing energies here. Clown, it says appearances, humiliation, and feeling ashamed. Now, the way the card presents it looks like someone may be getting embarrassed in your energy in the near future, so we'll definitely look into that. If someone is feeling humiliation or feeling ashamed, I am picking up that someone, maybe they'll strike out the first time they try to connect with you, or this could be an energy of someone embarrassing themselves as they're trying to approach you or like look cool for you is the way that the energy looks. Dream says visiting you, the spirit world, receiving downloads and confirmation. So you have a very psychic energy and people are very affected by you. People feel very moved by you. They feel like they want to be liked by you. They're having you show up in their dreams or vice versa. And I feel like there's Spirit is showing me like a gate, and there's people waiting outside the gate wanting to get in, forming a single file line. You could be the kind of person that likes to only date one person at a time, so that you can really get to know them, give them your full energy, attention, and if it doesn't work out, you know, you'll cut them off and then you'll move forward with other options. People are not wanting that. They don't want to get cut off by you. People are very affected by you. Something about you feels ethereal or otherworldly. You definitely have a strong energy. People really have a strong desire to impress you. And we have jealousy. So you have multiple people in your energy, but again, the image Spirit is giving me is like, you know, people waiting outside of a gate. Like they can't get in even if they wanted to, yet they're jealous of other people who can get in, and yet they're jealous of, you know, competing with other people who also can't get in, but it's like both of y'all can't get in, so there's no point to competing. I don't know. I feel like you inspire a lot of toxic masculinity in people. I'm seeing a lot of people in your energy, and it's like they're competing with each other, not even focusing directly on you. Maybe the Clown card is about them getting embarrassed because maybe you'll have a moment where you just kind of cut everybody off. You're probably tired of people being in your energy like this. So it wouldn't surprise me. Jealousy, it says talking behind backs, being envious, pettiness, and attention seeking. And that's what it really boils down to. You have multiple people in your energy, group one, but they're kind of being catty and fighting with each other versus, you know, giving their all and showing up in the best way for you. Someone in your energy genuinely believes that if they can X out all the competition and keep people from you, that will somehow make you surrender to them, but that is not the case, and maybe that's why they're feeling like a clown. We have a timing card that has come out. We got around spring. So we're likely tapping into someone who came into your life during spring, or maybe there was a shift that started this energy in spring. So maybe you decided, oh, you know what, let me get on the apps again, or let me go out, try to meet people, or, you know, let me check on some old connections, see if there's anything, you know, still there kind of thing. Maybe that happened in spring. And this energy is just following you, you know, down the line, still here. Spirit, who and what is next in love? Okay, nice. So we have the truth card here with expression. So I am seeing some confessions coming through, and partly this does feel inspired by the universe. I feel like your spirit guides are like, well, you know, it's just kind of like, imagine a house, and if you have a bunch of clutter and if you're a hoarder, you literally have to start to throw away some of your items so that you can fit new items in your house. You can't even get new stuff when your house is already full. So your guides are like, we have all these people in your energy. We're bringing them to you. Maybe people are feeling a bit like a clown because they're doing something that they almost feel like they don't have control over, because that's how it feels. Like if you've ever had a moment where you all of a sudden got like super, super giddy and you couldn't control your laughter, or the opposite, super angry and you couldn't control yourself, and you're even like observing yourself, almost third person, like, why am I doing this? But I can't help but to go off. Sometimes when that nervous system gets to going, or when your guides are guiding you, or even spirit, higher level forces are guiding you, to a degree, it is uncontrollable because that energy is just more prevalent and typically can override your own personal intention. So I see that your spirit guides are bringing people to the forefront so that they can get up out of your energy, so that we can open up that closet and open more space for new love. And we got freedom with Uranus here. Uranus is our planet of change, revolution. You know, it can be a planet of reckoning for a lot of people. So I feel like your guides are like, you know what? The only way we're going to get out of this stuck energy where you got clowns in your energy, thinking about you, dreaming about you, jealous, fighting with each other, is literally by making them confess. Literally. Truth, it says, new perspective, seeing the truth, clear action, honesty, and communication. Freedom, it says, leap of faith, breaking free, new cycle, fast change, and new direction. So ultimately, this is, your guides are like, literally, whether we move forward with, you know, people who are already in your energy, or we move forward and we pursue other options, we have to move. It's time to move. At this point, they could even be delaying your timeline. And we got another timing card that came out for you from the second deck, and it's autumn. So that's 6 months. Do you know what I mean? Or actually, technically, that's more than 6 months. That is 9 months of you being affected, from the beginning of spring, 3 months for that season, all during summer, 3 months, and then autumn showing up here, that's 9 months. That is way too long for people to be holding you up. Group one, I feel like your love life has been all over the place or at a super standstill. Your guides are over it and they're like, we're going to have a breakthrough. And spirit is really backing that and supporting that, because at the end of the day, you're not able to fully grow as you're supposed to and even experience the things that you're meant to experience if you're kind of, you know, held up by people who want to sit and play in your energy and compete with each other. And like, what's even going on at this point? So spirit's like, yeah, we're going to bring people to the forefront so that we can separate or move forward. We got the reunion card. This will include many people that you already know. Reunion, it says soul ties, and that's exactly the cleaning out the closet energy. When you have a soul tie with someone, I mean, it can affect you in ways you literally would never expect. It says soulmate, fated partnership, past life connection, and the past returns. Autumn, it says starting over, soul growth, clearing, and new intentions. So this is a good time to do a clearing and then to set some new intentions. That's what I like to do anyways. As soon as you clear your energy, right after that, maybe wait a couple days, then go ahead and set some new intention once that's all cleared, so that you can just immediately program, the energy for what you want versus having, whoever is just around at that time kind of be attracted and try to weasel their way in. I like to set that intention so you don't have to worry about starting another cycle you still don't want. So go ahead and do that clearing, set some intention for what you do want. Spirit, where will this go? So there's multiple people in your energy. Where will these connections go? What will happen? Okay, we got the Four of Wands and the Three of Cups. Exactly. Your spirit guides are very end goal oriented. They're like, whatever is going to get us to that Ten of Cups, whatever is going to get us back in alignment. Three of Cups can be a card of celebration. It can be a card of new home. It can be a card of graduations. We got a lot of cards talking about starting over. So with the Three of Cups to come out with the Four of Wands, amazing combination. Four of Wands is one of our marriage cards in the tarot, representing partnerships. Also can talk about moving in together, etc. So group one for you, I'm feeling it's either been a dry spell where literally no one's been around, or it's been the opposite where it's been chaotic, but just a disaster, like not chaotic in a good way. And your guides are like, at this point in your life, you're meant to, Four of Wands, upgrade to that higher level of commitment. Or even if you're super unconventional, you don't believe in marriage, you don't even believe in, committed partnerships, even if you're poly, whatever your situation is, Spirit is saying it can still get better and it can still level up. And that's the end goal here. So yeah, we're going to have to, figure out what's going on with these connections so we can do that. We do have the Eight of Pentacles. So I will say you will likely end up with someone of the past in another, I won't say cycle with them, but you'll have another go round with them. And Eight of Pentacles is actually a really good energy of working on things, working through things, putting in that effort, time, energy, etc. I just saw 1212. So that would be a good sign that this person is showing up more present, putting in more effort, and so are you. But I also feel like you've built a stable foundation of yourself where you don't need a man, a woman, a partner to complete you. So even if this person starts to slack again, Fool card, hey now, you're like, hey now, this is what dream. I'm sorry. I just can't. It's like I hear one little saying and then whatever brain rot sound goes with it, I can't help but to just say it. I have to. But we got the Fool card here. So it's like, listen, if you're, gonna slip back into old patterns, I've built a solid enough baseline where I can do the single thing again, especially for those of you who've been in a drought. And that's the dangerous thing about singlehood. It's like the longer you're single, the more okay it becomes. And then when you get to the point where it feels like good and your life as a single person is way better than, the lives of, people who are married or even in partnerships, it's like, that's almost the point of no return. So it's like, don't threaten me with a good time. Some of you are like, listen, even if it doesn't fall through, okay. But if it does fall through, okay. Like, it's literally okay, regardless, because I've worked on me and I'm good. And I'm everywhere that I am. So I will always be good in every situation. You done leveled up, bossed up. Your whole mindset has changed. I'm in love with it. Yeah, we got Judgment card. So you do have spirit support, and Judgment is a call to action, as this depiction of spirit has the horn being blown here, just like Judgment Day energy. Once that horn is blown, once spirit is calling you to attention, once that bell rings, it's the teacher's time, it's spirit's time, and everyone has to listen and surrender. So we got the Princess of Swords and the Hermit coming out as well. I am seeing a lot of dating. I'm seeing you being out and about, seeing a lot of people in your energy. Ultimately, all of this is leading you to a stable relationship and a higher level of commitment in a relationship. But I would say that we got the Nine of Swords here. It will be kind of stressful. Prince of Cups here. Some people are getting rejected. And also, this doesn't have to be your stress. We got the Clown card talking about like humiliation, feeling shame. So this could be people in your energy feeling shame that they didn't take you more seriously or do more when they had the opportunity to, or, regretting how they showed up once Judgment card is too late. And we also got Justice here. Whew, my goodness, you got spirit in your energy, your guides in your energy. It's like all hands on deck. Your ancestors, I wouldn't be surprised if they were involved as well. Everybody is in your energy. This is a huge crossroads moment. Yes, you have people of the past coming back. You'll get an opportunity to see that through. If they can maintain that love, that attention, that care, etc., that stability, the partnership, whatever you need to be stable, then you can move forward with them, Four of Wands, and marry them. But if they don't, Fool card, you're open and ready to move forward. And with the Justice card and the Judgment card, that's spirit saying, I got your back. I'll put someone else in your path who you can do that with, because at this point, all these people in your energy are just slowing you down. So we got to work through this energy. That is what I see. Who and what is next in love for you. My goodness, you got a lot coming up, Group 1. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you'd like your own private tarot reading, custom spell work, manifestation candles, I got all of that over there. And that's what I have for you today. I'll talk to you soon. All right, if you chose Group 2 with the Purple Geode and the Last Unicorn Tarot, this is your reading, tapping into your next romantic connection to see who and what is next in love. Their intentions, where will it go, all that good stuff we shall see. So first of all, for you, Group 2, I'm really drawn to the Last Unicorn, your tarot deck that you chose. Spirit is highlighting that for me, almost like that's a message in itself. You could consider yourself to be a unicorn, a rare type of love, a rare type of beauty, a rare type of belief system, a rare type of person that most people may not be, I don't want to say good enough for, but maybe we can say most people aren't energetically matched to that. And I feel like you almost have to water yourself down sometimes to be more digestible by people, because you really do have like a larger than life kind of energy. And by the way, that can be in a commitment sense. That can be in a romantic sense versus like your personality. This doesn't necessarily mean that you're like the biggest extrovert. This could mean that in a relationship, you're top tier. All right, we got a lot of cards coming out for you. So let's see. Ooh, let's start here. So we have commitment and admire. A lot of people admire you. A lot of people put you on a pedestal, Group 2. You may find that people are always misreading you and saying things about you that are untrue to you. So when people are talking to you, they're like, oh, you're cutthroat. And it's like, no, I'm really not. Or, you know, you're so sweet and loving. And it's like, actually, I'm more cold. I feel like you make yourself digestible for people. But this also can keep you out of alignment with finding the person that's truly good for you. Because when you don't present authentically, you attract, you know, people to you that are in alignment with the mask that you might put on. So definitely be careful about that. But we do have commitment. It says marriage, soulmate energy, sharing goals, and long-term happiness. So I do see something worthwhile coming to you. And I see that this person has similar goals as you. There's a soulmate type of vibe here where it feels like I can talk to this person. I want to be around them. I like them. I naturally crave them, unforced, like I feel drawn to them, or I even feel like there's a higher level spiritual kind of connection coming through. Admirer. It says inspired by you, songs, emotional bond, and telepathic love. So this person could be connected to music in some way. They could hear music that reminds them of you. We also got a timing card that has come out. We got around fall. So I see that that is when things are heating up for you. So look out for fall time. And yeah, this is definitely giving new energy. Now, with all that being said, we do have someone coming from the past, and not gonna lie, it doesn't look like they have the best intentions. We got regrets, facade, and revenge. So this is someone who definitely masks their feelings as well, but maybe in a different manifestation, in a different way. I just saw 3, 2, 1. This person, I feel like they were kind of bluffing, putting on a facade that they weren't affected by you, or putting on a facade that they didn't really care what you were doing, what you had going on, etc. And now you're seeing that the nonchalant person is very much so chalant about you. Maybe even coming in an energy of revenge, because when people lose access to you, At first, yeah, they might mask. They might, act like nothing's happening, nothing's wrong, no sudden movements. They don't want to tip you off and let you know that they're affected by it. But once time goes on, it gets to a point where they can no longer deny that they have lost access to you, and for some people lost in general, especially with that last unicorn symbology spirit was giving us about you being like a really special kind of lover. They lost. And at first, it's all good. They got a facade, but after a while, no, they become pissed because they're realizing they lost something. Regrets, it says blame, being distant, guilt, and feeling ashamed. So I am picking up on someone in your energy who will be coming back, and this person is feeling a lot of shame. Maybe they're feeling shame for masking in the first place and pretending that they didn't care, as much as they did, or that they cared more than they did, because it set off the energetic balance of the situation. Some people have to grow into love. Not everyone feels like immediately that over-consuming sense of love. So if they kind of love bombed you, trying to keep up with you, they may be realizing they actually didn't even have to do that in the first place, and that actually might have sabotaged them. And kept them from having something good with you. So I see them coming back. I see them taking down that mask, and them taking off that mask could even be something unintentional. They could be demasking because of the anger and rage that they feel in that revenge energy. Facade, it says putting up a front, people pleaser, hidden motives, and weird behavior. So look out for that. Revenge says patterns, enjoying the show, getting even, and childish behavior. So this person could even be trying to sabotage a commitment with you. This reminds me of a video I seen not too long ago. This girl posted a picture of her and her new family. And it was her and her child that she already had from a previous relationship and her new man's. And this guy, he got ate up online because he posted a video and he's like, I don't usually do this, but I'm coming to the internet because I need help. I haven't seen my son in 2 years, and I hate to show y'all this picture, but this is the picture she just posted, and hopefully her new man can be more reasonable and sensible because I haven't seen my son in 2 years. Cut to, of course, the internet, as they usually do their research, and they found out she actually had a case against him. And she hasn't spoken to him and has been no contact with him for 2 years because he put his hands on her. And, so I'm being reminded of that. This person could be crashing out because they're lying and they're faking and they're not being honest about who they are. And even if it's completely their fault that they are where they are and in the position that they're in, because they're entitled to your time, energy, and attention, they're going to be bold enough to try to, maybe this person will get on the internet, try to air you out, or, oh my God, we have the family card that it just came out, and I literally said that about that girl posting her new family. Ooh, oh my goodness. You know what? This is a good time to get off the internet as well. And you know what? I wouldn't post your next relationship. I wouldn't even post the dates you go on. It's so natural, like when you're at a good restaurant, to post the food or to post the, picture with the decor, etc. But I wouldn't even do that. Not when you got someone like this in your energy. Or at least do like a really harsh, repelling spell before you do. Illusions, it says confusion, not seeing clearly, escapism, addictions, and fantasy. So there is someone in your energy group too that is very much so in their head, confused, they're not seeing things clearly, and I feel like they escape in the fantasy of having a family with you. That full family picture, just like that person did online. Thoughts, it says feeling trapped, overthinking in their head, worries and fears. So this person is obviously feeling like they're going to be alone, obviously feeling like they're left out, and with you moving into a commitment, being admired and worshipped by your next partner. I just saw 808. Wow, angel number of being in your power, being treated well. It's going to be like night and day, that past relationship versus this new one. And this person knows that they are not the other polarity in this connection. They don't match you energetically, and that's another thing I was getting with the last unicorn. A lot of people have a hard time matching your energy and being like you, being as good as you, whatever that means. This person of the past included. Family, it says foundation, commitment, home, marriage, celebration, and security. So you love to see it. Definitely see a commitment coming towards you. Some of you will be moving. It does say home on there, so there could be moving into a new home. Marriage, celebration. This is giving like strong Three of Cups vibes, of like Three of Cups, Four of Wands vibes, of you moving into a new relationship, new energy. Family, building. Where will this go, Spirit? Where will it go with the person of the past? Where will it go with their future connection? I mean, the Death card shot out. We got Death and Nine of Swords, and that's exactly it. They're crashing out. Nine of Swords is a lot of mental anguish and staying up all night, thinking about, it's like the thoughts card, or, what was the other card? The regrets card. My goodness, I'm not gonna lie, I feel a bit bad for them, but that's the thing. You can't feel bad for certain people because they really do it to themselves. I just feel bad because I know they're hurting. Yikes, seriously? 10 of Coins reversed? This person, you could have more money than them. You can come from a family of money. You could have a nice savings. You could have built up that savings. They could have depleted it. They could have been financially irresponsible. You could have even gone through a shift with the Eight of Wands at the bottom of the deck very quickly during this relationship, and they just couldn't keep up. So the way you were in the beginning of this relationship may have been more in alignment with this person, but you grew in this relationship, maybe even triggered by some of the things that happened in this connection, into someone else where you were more ambitious, started saving, started being responsible. And 10 of Coins reversed, that could also be a broken home, a broken family. So you could have kids with this person, or a kid, or have talked about having one with them, and that dream didn't come to fruition. Ace of Coins, yeah, I know that's right. You're moving forward with your coin, your money, your value. You're also going where the sun is, where it's warm, where you're taken care of, where it's bright, where it feels good. And honestly, I don't feel like you have any more tears left to cry about this situation. Yeah, you can on. We got the Eight of Wands that came out. Remember how it was at the bottom of the deck before chilling? That came out. That lets us know, oh, you're very much so still in this energy and it's active. Eight of Wands, you're skirting off into your happily ever after. You're skirting off into this commitment where this person is offering you security, family, home. Even if that's just like the two of you and your fur babies. We got the Knight of Wands and the Five of Cups reversed. So this person is very, Knight of Wands. You know what? Hold on. No, that's a whole other story. See, that's crazy because it's another story each day. I'm not even going to go through that example, but yeah. It's a F around and find out type of energy. So if they really want to get it cracking, Knight of Wands, you can look out for fire signs, Leo, Sag, Aries. It can also be in their Venus placement, so don't only look at the sun placement. Strong fire energy. Your next partner is very protective of you. King of Wands will fight for your honor, best believe. And Five of Cups reversed, you feel so in love and comfortable with them that I feel like you're moving forward. You're like, no more tears left to cry. I can't sit in this energy forever. We got making a difference. My inner light shines far and wide. Spirit could be calling you to a platform online, sharing your story to some degree as well. I see you making a difference in people's lives moving forward. I see that you even made a difference with, this person's life. But if I had to say, I would say the majority of you will definitely move forward towards the new option, especially with the Death card and the Ten of Pentacles coming out reversed for the past option. For most of you, that won't work out, but there's always an exception to the rule. So if your heart is still there, I feel like that's fine to give yourself permission to pursue that, because you will think about it as the one that got away until you do a lot of the time. So you might as well, get it over with and see, like, okay, is it the rainbow at the end of the tunnel? Like, I feel like it could be in my heart, or is it really done? Give yourself permission to, see that and figure that out. And that's what I got for you, Group 2. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you would like your own private tarot reading, that's where you can find me. And that's what I got for you today. I'll talk to you soon. All right, if you chose Group 3 with the clear geode or white geode and the 78 Doors Tarot, this is your reading, tapping into your next romantic connection. We'll see who and what is next in love, their intentions, where will it go? all that good stuff. Spirit, for group 3 with the white geode, please show us their next romantic connection. Who and what is next in love for group 3? Ooh, okay. All right, so right away, I'm picking up on someone in your energy that you feel emotionally connected to or you feel attracted to, but there also feels like there's a risk there or something that you don't know about them. Energy is fluid. This could also be the other way around. You could have people in your energy, but they feel like this air of mystery around you. They feel like there's something they don't know, something they're not quite grasping. There's some sort of risk that would be involved if they were to, really get close to you. Risk, it says partner to partner, unsafe decisions and not thinking. That could also be it. Maybe you're called to a spicy romantic connection, but isn't very grounded. Something temporary. Sneaky, it says fake profile, hiding themselves, plotting, and social media. So yeah, wow, Spirit just showed me a vision of a gazelle. A gazelle in a peaceful garden, foraging for, berries that have fallen off the trees, for nuts, whatever they eat, right? And it's got its head down and it's going through the grass, and you just have this snake in the corner that's not seen, and it's slithering, trying to size up the gazelle. Logically, it can't eat the gazelle, but it still wants to, and it wants to, yeah, Spirit is showing me a constrictor type of snake. And it's if you've ever seen one of those crazy, wildlife videos where it's you got the snake that eats a prey 5 times its size, it can happen, but it doesn't quite make sense. My goodness, I'm getting so much symbology for you, group 3. A lot of people want you that don't make sense with you. A lot of people want you who don't qualify for you. It feels like this big risk to be with you, and I feel like it's because of how much they have to invest to even make it seem and look normal to you. When you're someone who accepts and is used to a higher level of treatment, even from yourself, your family, etc., it can be hard for people to match that if it's not natural. So you have this person in your energy trying to match that, and for them it feels like such a risk because they have to invest so much, and it's like they only have to do that because they're not naturally a match. Now regardless, this person is so drawn to you, almost darn near already in love with you. Or again, energy is fluid. This could be vice versa. You could feel very drawn to this person and connected to them in a heart space, but you probably notice in the 3D, some things don't align. You could be like oil and water. You could live 2 different lifestyles, have 2 different belief systems, etc. Heartstrings, it says mind games, taking advantage, playing with feelings, and string along. So the card definitely sounds more low vibrational, it's intentional. But I really don't feel like it is. I feel like there is someone in your energy who you are drawn to, or maybe you're both drawn to each other, and it's from a heart space. But when you look at the 3D, if both of you are honest with each other, you would probably both admit we aren't exactly the best match. Yeah, we got the denial card coming out here. We're not exactly the best match, but we want to make it work so bad. This could even be a little bit of an older connection, someone who's been in your energy for a while. We got a timing card that came out, which is around spring. Depending on when you're watching this, maybe that's why. But yeah, if you're watching when I'm posting this, we're past spring. So this could be someone who's been in your energy since spring. Denial, it says not facing the truth, dismissal, refusal to give in, and contradicting. So it's whenever you guys connect, they get so triggered. And I feel like this person, unfortunately, even gets triggered by heavy romance. Usually we think of triggering as anger or sadness, you triggered me, you made me go to this place I don't want to be in. But not everybody wants to be in love. That requires vulnerability. So you can 1000% be triggered by romance. So that could be the case with this person. Spirit, what else you got for us? Who and what is next in love for group 3? What is coming in love moving forward for group 3? So I do see this all coming to a head. You guys want to work it out so bad. Or this person wants to work it out so bad with you. We got toxicity, Mars, and apology. So that's a good thing. I do see this person apologizing, and I feel like they're admitting if they were toxic in the past or vice versa. Both of you could be like putting your weapons down and, you know, surrendering to each other. Toxicity, it says bound, addictions, patterns, energy vampires, traumatic, stuck. It says on there, apology with forgiveness. It says guilt, wanting to speak from their heart. Yeah, that's what I've been feeling. A lot of connections to the heart space here. I'm feeling strong heart chakra and strong solar plexus chakra energy with this connection. Did I say solar plexus? I meant to say sacral chakra energy in this connection. Strong heart and sacral chakra. It says compassion, emotional, and confession. So I feel like at the end of the day, this person wants to be cared for by you. They want to be valued by you, and you're giving bougie or you're giving higher level. And you know, to be honest, it doesn't even have to be in like a lifestyle kind of way. It could be in a emotionally full kind of way, full cup kind of way, where this person is feeling unequally yoked. So maybe it's not that, oh my gosh, I live this like crazy lifestyle you can't match. Maybe it's just, I have so much more love to give that you can't match. And then it's like a scorpion. They sting you whenever they feel like a threat. Mars with hot, it says passion, lust, anger, attraction, vitality, and action. So I do see this coming to a head. I've been kind of getting that energy collectively today where it's like, all right, we gotta, you know, clear the past in order to move forward, or we have to go back and see like if there's anything left there and repair connections. So I feel like this pile is exactly, we got Jupiter here, the planet of expansion. And we got the present. So Spirit is saying in the present moment, the past is affecting it. So we got to go ahead and clear that for ultimately for growth and positivity. There's a lot of benefits that come with Jupiter. Jupiter is a positive, beneficial, benevolent planet. Brings blessings, luck, expansion, new home, new car, new relationship, new levels of commitment, going from girlfriend to fiance, you know, going from boyfriend to husband, etc. Jupiter with action, it says expansion, growth, pursuing passions, adventure, new opportunities, and fortune. So there is someone heavily in your energy. This cycle is still open. There is love on both sides here. For some of you, it's not even, this is someone you've been in a relationship with. You guys didn't even, you know, kind of get that far. You were still in the trying to be vulnerable enough to open up and allow a relationship to blossom phase. So we're moving past where we have in the past and moving into something bigger, better, more long lasting. The present, it says attracting, gratitude, abundance, proactivity, tranquility, and success. So I feel like you've really nurtured yourself back to health. I feel like you're in a good position in your life. And some of you may even be feeling like, would a relationship slow me down or would it add to my life? I feel like Spirit is saying, well, you are ready for a relationship or you are ready for a deep, meaningful connection. So that's where I'm moving. But first, we got to clear out this, you know, closet. We got to figure out these people who are still in your energy, because it's hard to move forward when you have that quantum entanglement with someone. All right, Spirit, for group 3. Where will it go? What are their intentions? You could be seeing a lot of 404, 414, different combinations with 4. We got the 4 of Wands and the 4 of Cups both showing up reversed. That's giving me a no risk, no reward energy, because 4 of Cups can be a card of admitting defeat. And the fact that that's kind of coming up reversed is showing me that it's like, okay, I can't get defeated. I can't get hurt if I, 4 of Cups, disengage. But that also means 4 of Wands, I miss out on a higher level of commitment. You know, if that's the case between the two of you, yeah, we got the 2 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. If that is the case with the two of you, I feel like you may be going ahead to close this cycle so that you can, we got the 6 of Pentacles here, receive a blessing that's a bit better. And we also have the Ace of Pentacles showing up reversed. So some of you are kind of feeling like too much has been said and done, too much has happened in this connection for things to work out and be good and fruitful. So you'd rather open yourself up to other options to see what else Spirit has for you. Yeah, exactly. Three of Cups showing up reverse, which is one of our celebration cards. Definitely a card of positivity, moving forward, good energy. And with the Three of Cups showing up reverse, Spirit is saying until we kind of sort this connection out, you've been having a really hard time moving forward. It's like this person always seems to come back once you're finally with someone else, or some way, somehow, due to that entanglement, that connection that is still very much so present because that cord hasn't been fully cut. You may have even already done a cord cutting to cut the connection and it's still here. Because that hasn't happened fully, it's even keeping you from being able to move forward. Bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Cups. I see you're comfortable by yourself, so it's not like desperation leading you here, but it's true need to sort things out so that Six of Pentacles, you can welcome in new blessings, or so that you can move forward with this connection if that's what's meant to be. We got Temperance reversed and the Knight of Wands reversed. New people are having a really hard time connecting with you, and it's because of this residual energy. On a psychological level, this can look like cutting people off really, really quickly, because in the back of your mind, you know, you still have this soul tie that's going to come back, you know, so you don't got to settle for anything that's not perfect. But on a spiritual level, that can look like people literally trying to like gas themselves up to have the confidence to come towards you, but because of that energetic, you know, person in your energy pushing back on that, that people aren't even able to fully express themselves and try to approach you. So it can have very real effects on your life. And with that Ace of Cups at the bottom of the deck, you want to be happy, and Spirit wants you to be happy too. So we got to have some movement here. We got Receiving from Angels. Says, shimmering wings of angels embrace you with love. I see your angels coming through to help you. And basically this is a crossroads moment. It's like, okay, will we move forward together or not? And I feel like it is giving kind of some finality. So if things don't work out this time around, you'll likely open yourself up to like something completely new. That is what I got for you, Group 3. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you would like your own private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. And that's what I got for you today. I'll talk to you soon. All right, if you chose Group 4 with the Orange Stone and Alice in Luna's Tarot, this is your reading, tapping into your next romantic connection. We'll see who and what is next in love for you, their intentions, where will it go, all that good stuff. Spirit, for Group 4 with the Orange Geode, please show us who and what is next in love for Group 4. Okay. All right. So ultimately, I'm feeling a strong energy of someone wanting to come together with you. This could be someone who you've been in a past relationship with. This could be someone who's been so triggered you couldn't even get that far with them. However, we have the Family card. We also have around summer here. You know, oh, I'm hearing summertime sadness. This person has some summertime sadness when it comes to you. For whatever reason, they feel like summer is like the best season. I mean, most people do, but it's not really about the season. It's just they feel like this should be the season that you two are together. So I don't know, maybe they have their own idea of, you know, everyone kind of has their own subconscious timeline in their head and their own idea of how things will go or should go, etc. And this person is no different in that way. For whatever reason, I feel like the summer season is really triggering them and making them wish that you were there. This could be someone you have a child with or children with the Family card. This could be someone who you talked about having a family with, or someone who could see a family with you. Regardless, they feel this super strong attachment to you and they're not able to explore that for whatever reason. And they're feeling really anxious about that and wanting to have a breakthrough. Family, it says building a foundation, feeling safe, and starting a family. So yeah, this could be something that hasn't even come to fruition yet, that this person is feeling behind about. And also, summer is a timing card, so this could be someone that you met during summer season, etc. We have regrets here, though. We have regrets and confused. So the way that this energy comes through to me is almost like this person had already made a decision, or they already did something. They tried to, you know, make a decision and they stood on business. But now that they did that, they're not feeling happy. And it's really a mind F for them because, you know, this person, it's like, okay, if I choose something, especially if it's me, if I'm the person to make a decision, It should feel good. Why don't I feel good? Spirit is saying just starting to blossom. You may really blossom specifically in the summertime. And it's like, especially if you're a feminine, you got that sundress on, okay? This person is very triggered, very triggered seeing you looking good, all, oiled up. And they like, listen, I don't get the oiled up version of you. I got the winter cold turtleneck version of you. Hell no. I'm feeling like I need, I'm gonna need that. So, they're feeling an intense feeling of regret seeing you in that sundress. They can't handle that. Regrets, it says blamable, being distant, guilty, feeling ashamed, confused, says lost, feeling invisible, a void inside, and running away. So I feel like this person is experiencing the things that they're experiencing, at least to some degree, because of their own choices and decisions, but they still don't feel completely good, and that's really confusing them. Why don't I feel good after the decision that I made? It's not making sense for them. We got heartstrings and triggers. I'm also getting a little bit of a Inanna or Lilith archetype with you, where you do not surrender to masculine polarities as a feminine. For those of you who are feminine, that's one of those messages where it's like, it's either you or it's not. So if it doesn't apply, let it fly. But I am, kind of tapping into that wild, untamed, super attractive archetype. And this person, they could be a bit immature. It's like a child depicted on the triggers card. They could be regressing to a younger version of themselves, and kind of being childish. Triggers, it says childhood wounds, flashback, ready to explode and caught in the act. And I feel like that's because they can't control some of you. Heartstrings says mind games, taking advantage, playing with feelings, and string along. Some of you, this person regrets trying to manipulate you and playing mind games with you, and they're confused as to, even when they had you, why didn't they like you? And I feel like it's because that version of you that's manipulated is not the same version of you that's like blossoming and blooming and being able to be comfortable and free in your energy and free in yourself, And a lot of people run themselves right into the ground with that. It's like they manipulate you to get you hooked on them so they can feel secure, but then they end up feeling, insecure anyways, because they're dealing with someone who's a shell of themselves. So it's not the, version of themselves that they met in the first place, that they kind of were like feeling like, oh, I want to lock this down to the point where I'll use manipulation. You're not that version of yourself anymore when people strip away your authenticity and make you subservient. So my goodness, this person is in a heavy feeling of regret. They're feeling confused. They're like, why didn't this work? Or why did it turn out this way? This person is very confused why they're not feeling good, even though they're the person that kind of created this dynamic. Now, with that being said, okay, we got decisions, we got union and stability, and we also got the spirit guide card. I can't even talk now. Spirit guide card. Wow, chef's kiss. I love this energy. Your spirit guides are bringing in a new bombshell into the villa. Your spirit guides are bringing in new options. At best, the situation needs a facelift. At worst, the situation might be too far gone. So your guides are like, 1 month, you don't stop the show. We're going to keep going. So they are bringing in someone to you, and that'll be really good. But also, this is an energy of them helping along this connection, especially if you have a heart space-based connection with this person. We did get the heartstrings card. So that could be saying that this is someone that you do still care for and that you can forgive. Spirit guides with assistance, it says divine guidance, signs and synchronicity, and guardians. So I see your guides protecting you from this person. If they're coming in with some BS, disgruntled, confused, and just trying to wreak havoc in your life, your guides are very much so going to give them the divine smackdown, okay? So that they can go ahead and, crash out by themselves without affecting you. But some of them are, inspiring this person to have a breakthrough and to admit how they're feeling and to surrender to a timeline where they don't have to control everything, but things can still be good. Decisions, it says contemplation between two people or two paths, to stay or to go. So yeah, crossroads energy. There will be another energy that your guides are bringing in, but they're also going to help this person, because it's not going to help anything if both of you still have each other in your heart and your mind. A lot of people, it's like until they explore it, they can't even be happy in new relationships moving forward because they feel like something is missing or something is still left open with someone else. So it's honestly, in my opinion, better to explore it. Even if you have a rocky past, that way you can truly move on instead of like blank canvassing them and imagining, I should just leave this new relationship because I have someone else to go back to and it would be so much better. It's like that's an illusion. So I'm pro seeing things through. We got stability and union. So I do see that this new connection, it seems like there's stability coming in here. You could also meet this person at their job or at your job or vice versa. You could work together. Stability with flow, it says trying to balance juggling and uncertainty, stressful choices, and chaos. So ironically, the stability card is actually giving us more kind of, wild energy. So I feel like, this is the, when the sun comes out after the storm, it's like, it's surreal if you've ever seen that, especially if you live some place that gets like really bad, weather, like tropical storms or tornadoes, hurricanes, etc. It's weird how literally like the sun comes out and the sky gets all bright again after Mother Nature did her big one. It's like, girl, did you really have to crash out like that and destroy the city? And now you're just smiling like nothing ever happened and the sun is coming out again? Like, really? It's a surreal kind of moment. So I feel like, we can have that here, but we're going to have to weather the storm to get there is the only thing. Union says soulmate energy, decisions. Another card talking about decisions. So you're going to have more than one option. I would say look out for earth signs. I am getting stable energy here. So Cap, Taurus, Virgo. A proposal, integration of the yin and yang energies is the other things it says on union. So where will it go? What will they choose, Spirit? What will happen moving forward? What are their intentions with this person who wants to come back? Is it really just to scratch the itch of confusion and to make themselves feel better? Or do they have admirable intentions? Have they worked on themselves to be who... Yep, we got the King of Pentacles coming out. Group 4 needs them to be. We got the King of Wands that came out first, reversed. That is obviously this past energy. They're depleted. Also, they could be very physically charged. Like, you guys could have a hard time getting to stability or like deep love in the connection because they kind of, it's kind of like post clarity. They may get that real bad. You may even get it too, dealing with them. And then we have the King of Pentacles, which is earth sign energy in the tarot deck. That's exactly what I was getting too. So that's a double confirmation. Look out for those earth signs. And it could be like, other placements. It could be like the rising sign. That's one that a lot of people mix up with the sun sign because a lot of times people are a bit more like their rising even than they are their sun. So look out for other placements, or, there could be a earth sign Venus, for an example. But we have the Eight of Wands reverse and the Ace of Pentacles reverse. So here's the thing, like this person, they come through hot and heavy once they're physical with you, physically intimate, or once the honeymoon phase kind of runs out, they run out of steam and they start taking back their energy or even getting frustrated with you and blaming you for things that you have nothing to do with. I just feel like you've outgrown this person. Ace of Pentacles reverse, you may not have very much interest even in this person for a lot of you. I will say though, their intention is to come back and to, secure a connection with you. But I do see some hesitancy when it comes to them committing to an official relationship with you. And I see that they're not... it's kind of like they have the desire in their heart to be with you, but they haven't done the work to have the tools to be with you. You could have all the dreams in the world to be a painter, but if you don't have paint, you quite literally cannot be a painter. If you do not have the tools you need, you will not be able to live out that timeline. So it's like, this person, it's admirable. Six of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. They really, really want it. But, We have the Star reverse. That could talk about like wrong timing. We have the Chariot reversed, you know, the situation at a standstill or too much has happened for this to be able to move forward. Still things blocking you. And Seven of Cups. That's what it's really about. You got other options with the Justice card here. Someone matching your energy, or even like your spirit guides blessing you with a connection with someone who's more equal. It's hard to deny that. The most of you I do feel are going to choose the King of Pentacles, but that option will be there. That's what I got for you, group 4. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you would like your own private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. And that's what I got for you today. I'll talk to you soon.